The point is, the key to fluency is self-awareness. A lot of people come to me saying that they want to learn English, but they just don't know what to do. Should I pay for a course? Should I take private classes? Should I do it by myself? Can I do it by myself? Should I watch TV series, listen to music, read books? What should I do? How do I learn the language? This is why so many people never start learning English, or they quit before they can see any real progress. This is also the reason that some people are making a ridiculous amount of money selling people this illusion that they have some super secret revolutionary way of getting to fluency and they can get you there faster than anyone else. But the real key to fluency in any language, the real key to success in anything is self-awareness. So before you take on a difficult, time-consuming task like learning a language, you need to know who you are, how your brain works, what you enjoy doing, and what you hate doing, because all these things are going to help you determine how to approach learning this language. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to learning a language. We're all different. So what works for me might not work for you, and vice versa. That's why it kind of makes me laugh when I see an Instagram ad or something and some guy saying, you'll be fluent in 6 months if you just follow my super special revolutionary formula for fluency. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. There's no secrets. There's no hacks. You don't have to do anything differently than the way you did it the first time you had to learn a language. That's it. And I say that so consistently and so confidently because I'm living proof of that. I learned 2 foreign languages without having to leave my house. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to learn 3 more. I could learn 6 more if I wanted to, and so could you. That's the point. Is I can do it, you can do it, your mom can do it, your friends can do it. We can all do it. The question is, how do you learn? That's the question here. Do you prefer to watch videos or listen to podcasts? Do you prefer to read books or do you prefer to write things? Are you interested in sports or makeup and jewelry? What about music or traveling or politics or food? You need to know what interests you because these are the things you're going to use to help you learn this new thing. For example, I don't like fiction books. I don't like fake stories, things that didn't really happen, fantasy characters and things of that nature. I like nonfiction, like psychology, philosophy, business, finance, investing, things like that. So I would never use nonfiction books to try and learn a new language. You see what I'm saying? I like football. So I would watch football from another country in another language and take notes, pick up on the terminology, the words and expressions, the way that they speak about the game. Names of players, try to learn more about the culture and the history of those clubs because that's interesting to me naturally, even in my native language. So I would use that to learn the foreign language. I wouldn't be watching tennis or volleyball or rugby or something like that because I'm not interested in those things. Now, I will say, once I get up to a certain level, like intermediate, for example, I can understand a lot of stuff. I can express myself and things like that. Or even when I get past that to where I'm confident, I can speak this language, I can understand this language, then it is time to start going into areas that I'm not interested in or that I know nothing about, because that's only going to increase my vocabulary, my understanding of other people, different cultures, different activities and things like that, which will help me speak the language better, understand the language better, and also have better conversations because I know a little bit about a lot. So it gets a point in any language, even your native language, where it pays. It's very beneficial. It's very useful to know a little bit about a lot of things, even if you're not interested at all in those things. Because at the end of the day, what are we using this language for? To communicate, right? To have conversations, to make connections. So if you only know and if you can only talk about what you're interested in, you're really closing a lot of doors of opportunity in your life and in your world. You know what I'm saying? But if you can just know a little bit about a bunch of different subjects, you can talk to anybody anytime, and you never know where that conversation is going to lead. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, back to the subject. What about your teacher? What type of teacher are you looking for? What type of classes are you looking for? Do you prefer a one-on-one private class? Do you prefer the idea of a small group class with a few other students? What about your teacher? Do you prefer somebody that's going to force you outside your comfort zone and push you to the limit every single class? Or do you prefer a teacher that's going to be laid back, and let you do things in your time and be patient and let you slowly come out of your comfort zone. You need to know that, right? And what type of student are you? Do you like doing homework assignments every day, or do you find that super boring and unhelpful? Do you prefer just to talk the entire class, or would you like something that's prepared, more formal, and structured? Do you want to be corrected every single time you make a mistake, or would you prefer that your teacher let you finish your thought before he says anything about the mistakes that you made and how you could say things differently? These are things that you need to consider to get the best experience out of your classes and to get the most progress out of your process. You also need to know what type of person you are. Do you get bored easily, or is it easy for you to maintain your interest in one thing for very long periods of time? Do you quit things easily, or are you truly dedicated to this mission that you have, which is fluency in this language? Are you constantly trying to learn new things? Because that's a characteristic that you need to have if you're going to learn something like a language. You constantly have to be trying to learn new things, looking for new words and phrases and expressions. Not just random stuff, but every day you need to be increasing your knowledge, practicing your skills, and learning new things. And how much money do you have? Can you really afford to pay $1,000 for some course without any real guarantee that it's going to help you become fluent faster or more effectively? Do you really need to take private classes, or could you just find a language partner? Do you have the money for private classes? How often do you want to have class? How much can you pay, and why? The point is, the key to fluency is self-awareness. You need to know who you are and how your brain works in order to do things that will increase the chances that you stay committed to your mission and that you actually make progress. Most people set themselves up for failure because they never take the time to understand themselves, and then they try to do things that don't come naturally to them. If they would simply change their strategy, they would be successful. But instead, they waste their time blaming everyone and everything else for their own failures. It's the teacher. He's terrible. It was that course. It was trash. It was my school. It's my education. It's my government. It's my parents. It's my friends. I'm not good enough. I'm stupid. It's not for me. I don't want to. Blah, 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 blah. Don't be like the 95% of people who will waste their lives making excuses. Take the time to get to know yourself and understand what it is that you need in order to thrive and be successful. I have no doubt that it will help you achieve everything you want in life, including being fluent in English.